Start.
Hello students, this is Shahnaz Ansari, your social science teacher. Today I am going to teach you two very important resources, that is minerals and power resources. So let's see which are the important topic which we will be discussed in this chapter. First we will discuss the introduction, then features of mineral resources, types of resources, extractions of mineral resources, distributions of minerals, uses of minerals and conservations of minerals. For power resources, we will discuss the introduction of power resources, types of power resources, conventional or non-renewable power resources, non-conventional or renewable power resources, and last, conservation of power resources. So student, we will start this chapter through the uses of minerals and power resources. What are the uses of minerals and power resources? They provide the raw materials to industries and energy to machineries. What they provide? Raw materials to industries and energy to machineries. Minerals are available in nature but need to be extracted and purified to make them usable. They are in the earth surface, so for that we have to extract it from the earth surface and we have to make them purify for to make the usable, because they are in raw form. Power is required to be generated by use of technology and other resources. So how power is generated? By the use of technology and other resources. Now we will understand the definition of minerals. What is minerals? Students, do you know our earth has some natural substance in rocks, soil and seabeds. These natural substance found in nature that have a definite chemical composition, and this is called mineral. So what is mineral? A naturally occurring substance that has definite chemical composition, that is known as minerals. In other words, we can say minerals are substances that are formed naturally by geological process. Minerals can be made up of single chemical elements or more usually a compound. So this is the definition of minerals. Now we will understand the features of minerals resources. So the first feature is minerals are unevenly distributed in the world. It is unevenly distributed, not in the same manner. Minerals are created through natural process without any human interference. There is no human interference in the process of its making. It can created through the natural process. Minerals do not occur in pure form. This is, we know that it is in crude form. These are extracted from the earth's crust in raw form through the process of mining. So how we can remove it from the surface? Through the process of mining. Minerals are less useful in their raw form. They can only be used after removing impurities. How we can make them usable? After removing impurities. They are also present in ocean and Antarctic continents. They are also present in ocean and Antarctic continent. Now next we will see types of minerals. So there are about 3000 minerals found on the earth. How many? 3000 in the earth's surface. Out of them only about 100 are considered ore minerals. Out of them only 100 are considered ore minerals. So there are 3000 minerals found in the earth's surface, but only 100 are considered as ore minerals. Now next we will see the types of minerals. Minerals can be have their physical properties such as color, luster, density, hardness and chemical properties such as solubility. On this basis we can divide the minerals. So on this basis it is divided into the minerals. Now see what are the types of minerals. So there are two types of minerals, metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. How many types? Two types of minerals, metallic and non-metallic minerals. And metallic minerals further divided into ferrous and non-ferrous minerals. So first we will see what is metallic minerals. Metallic minerals are those that contain metals in raw form. Contain metal in raw form, or it is contain metals. They are generally found in igneous and metamorphic rocks. Where they found? In igneous and metamorphic rocks. And the examples are iron, bauxite, manganese. Examples: iron, bauxite, manganese, gold, chromite, silver, copper, etc. These are the main examples of metallic minerals. Now next is features of metallic minerals. What are the characteristics of metallic minerals? So metals are hard substances that conduct heat and electricity. So this is the main characteristics, main features. It conduct the heat and electricity. It is carried out the heat and electricity. They have a characteristics of luster and shine. Metallic minerals have features of luster or shining. On the basis of luster and color, a mineral can be white, grey or yellow. So, on the basis of luster and color, it may be in yellow color, it may be in grey color, or it may be in grey color, or it may be in white color. Now next is we will understand. Now it was the about metallic minerals. Now we will see the classification of metallic minerals. As we know that before I have explained this, there are two types of metallic minerals, ferrous and non-ferrous minerals. So let's see what is ferrous minerals. So ferrous minerals, these include those minerals which have iron content. It content iron. Remember this, it's content iron. Ferrous minerals contain iron. And examples: iron ore, manganese and chromite. These are the main example of ferrous. Now non-ferrous minerals. So these minerals do not have iron but would have other metals. So it is just opposite of ferrous minerals. The non-ferrous minerals do not contain iron but they would have other metals. Example: gold, silver, lead and copper. So these minerals mostly, these are the types of metallic and luster. They have the property of luster or shining, non-ferrous minerals. Now non-metallic minerals. I have explained you about the metallic minerals and its two categories, ferrous and non-ferrous minerals. Now we will discuss about what is metallic minerals. So these are the minerals which do not contain metals. Metallic minerals contain metals but non-metallic minerals do not contain metal. They are found in sedimentary rocks. Where they found? They are found in sedimentary rocks. Example: mica, gypsum, coal, limestone and petroleum. So mica, gypsum, coal, limestone and petroleum are the main examples of this metallic mineral. Next is we will discuss features of non-metallic minerals. So what is the main features? The main features is they do not have luster or shine. Metallic minerals have shining features but non-metallic do not have luster and shine. Some non-metallic minerals may be greasy, resinous and waxy. They are having these types of characteristics. They may be oily, they may be greasy, they may be resinous or waxy. The minerals fuels such as coal and petroleum are also non-metallic minerals. So coal and petroleum are also will come in this categories of non-metallic minerals. So it was about the metallic and non-metallic minerals. Now student, we will discuss on the extraction of minerals, how to remove out minerals from the earth's surface. So Useful minerals are found in thin layers or veins in rocks buried under the earth's surface. As we know that where it is found in the thin layer or veins in the rocks under the earth's surface. These extracted from the earth crust in raw form. How can we extracted it from the earth's crust? We found in the raw form, and by which process? By the mining process we can remove it from the earth's surface, but it would be in the raw form. So there are three methods of extraction of mining. There are three methods. So let's see what are these three methods. So these three methods of extractions of minerals: first is mining, drilling and quarrying. Mining, drilling and quarrying, these are the three methods of minerals extraction. Mining further divided into two categories, that is open cast mining and shaft cast mining. That is open cast mining and shaft cast mining. So these are the two subdivision of